What up, MetaZoo Maniacs? So today's July 15th, 2024, and holy Shinto beans. We have a Loveland Frogman sample card. So they wanted $1,300. Best offer was accepted for $800. And I know that because it was Cryptid Keeper. And I can't wait to see this when he gets it on his channel. I can't wait to see when he gets this graded. Absolute banger of a pickup. And the crazy thing about this week is $800 Loveland Frogman sample card isn't even the most expensive sale. It's crazy. MetaZoo has so many bangers every week, and I can't even imagine what's going to happen after July 29th, because the IP is going to get picked up. I don't know by what entity or who or what company or what, but good news, the old company, the old management is gone and they can never come back. Right? It's like Smeagol. Remember Smeagol when he's looking in the water and he's like, I can't remember the exact quote, but he's like, leave and never come back, and he says it over and over, and then eventually he's gone. And that's what happened. That's after July 29th. It's over. It's a new MetaZoo, and hopefully the new people are well, it will work out, because no one's going to be spending hundreds of thousands of dollars to pick up the MetaZoo IP just to fuck up, right? Whoever it is, or whatever company or whatever entities that's picking it up, clearly will already have a track record and is going to be fully prepared to take on MetaZoo and develop it. So you know what? I have a fun idea. Today's July 15, 2024. Let's pretend it's July 15, 2025. We're going to go back in time and see how much you could have picked up MetaZoo a year ago for. We'll dedicate this part to the haters. So to all the haters and people that didn't jump on the bandwagon, a year ago, look at this. You could have bought 3 second edition booster boxes for $44. 5 UFO booster boxes for $94.99 as a buy it now. 3 Seance booster boxes for $79 in auction. And here's a steal a deal. I mean, can you believe this happened a year ago on July 10th, 2024? $122.50 in auction. Not sure what the shipping was, for 3 Nightfall booster boxes. That's insane. Then you got 3 boxes of Wilderness for $63 in auction, and 3 boxes of UFO for $62 in auction. Not sure what the shipping was. Here's Frankly Collecting's favorite card in all of MetaZoo. Black Mass, $37, the Revive promo. And it's not redeemed yet either. Let's check out that crazy artwork. And here's another thought too, since these are redeemable still. Imagine the new company that picks up the IP sets up some kind of program or whatever where you can redeem these cards after all and get the skateboards. Could you imagine the value of these unscratched promo cards? Oh my goodness. Here we have 8 boxes of MetaZoo tops. So 4 of them are from Series 0. 4 of them are from Series 1, which is Wilderness. $52 for 8 boxes. Not bad at all. Just remember, when Top Series 0 right here came out, it was $50 for 1 box. So this is like buying 1 box and getting 7 free at this point. And then here we have 10 boxes of Top Series 0 for $74. Very good deal. I mean, even if these were weighed, that's still an amazing deal. Here we have the C2E2 promo. Crazy, only $18.50. This used to sell for well over $100 all day. If anyone can find a way to ship stuff to Europe, like for cheap, like MetaZoo product over to Europe, man, it sells for a lot more over there. $87 American for 1 box of Nightfall. Here we have 50 Seance booster packs. They're maps, so they're going to only be reverse hollows in here. But for $30, you can get 50 packs, and they have 5 more lots available. At least they're honest about it, so something to think about if you're interested in this kind of deal. Here we have the complete set of Cryptid Nation Pin Club and a mystery box of Nightfall Pin Club for $23.50. I mean, this would just be a fun opening. Here we have the sun setting on Adam Ackler art card, $120 as a buy it now. Pretty cool. Don't see these too often. And as well, for $120, another art card by, Chris Campman, Headless Horseman. Pretty cool. Hey, we always have a couple of these every week. So we have the New Year Celebrations Loveland Frogman promo card, PSA 10, sold for $7.71. And we had a second one, also sold for $7.71. Here we have 200 of the MetaZoo coins, sold for $40. Here we have 5 of the Black Friday promo packs for $80. There's a lot of playtesters in this video, and we're going to start with Lechuza, $22.50. Very nice. I always liked the Lechuza artwork, but I think it was just too easy to pull out a UFO. and the value just got ruined, but very cool artwork. Next we have Foo Fighters Full Hollow Playtester card for $36.69. Let's take a look at that. Very nice. Next we have Dragon Rise Playtester Full Hollow, $31. Very cool looking card. A card that never had the value that you would have thought it would have. You know, it's got 2 dragons on there. I believe that's Tizerac right here, and I think that's Iowa Dragon. And here we have the Playtester Sheep Squatch for $27 Full Hollow. Very nice. Here we have Chibi Bigfoot Playtester Full Hollow for $22.39. Hey, Stoneman Playtester, $25. Hey, Awful's finally getting some respect. Awful, the Playtester Full Hollow, $52. And then we got Cumberland Dragon Full Hollow Playtester for $66.89. I feel like this sold for pretty cheap. Satanic Panic Playtester, only $72. I mean, we just saw Cumberland Dragon for like $66, so... And I know this is a lot more popular than Cumberland Dragon. Crazy. So this was probably a pretty crazy steal of a deal. Here we have a gold Mothman token, sold for $104.19. And it's serialized number 88 out of 100. Here we have the M2P2 Unicorn. Promo, sold for $20.50. There was another sample that actually sold on July 10th for $500 American, the Quetzalcoatlus. And it's from the same seller that sold Cryptid Keeper, the Loveland Frogman. Anyone watching this video want to see some crazy shit? Check this out. $700 American. This is pretty badass. Here, I'm just going to click on it. So it's a PSA 10 from Pin Club, and you're like, how did anything from Pin Club sell for so much? And remember, this is UFO Pin Club too. But there's some bangers in there. The Secret Rare UFO, serialized 72 out of 100. It's the Secret Rare. PSA 10. You know what, this is one thing I've never looked up the population report on PSA for, so let's check it out. So for the secret rares, it looks like 5 of them are PSA 10 out of 7 sent in. Pretty crazy. Then what, 7 of the normal UFO Hollow out of 13. And then the 3A UFO. So there's quite a few UFO ones, but the one we were looking up, like the secret rare serialized out of 100. 5 of them are PSA 10 out of 7 sent in. Pretty crazy. Here's an impressive sale. PSA 10 Manchac Swamp Priestess 2nd edition promo, sold for $99. It was a buy it now. I looked it up on the PSA Pop Report, and because here it said it was population 1, and it actually is true. There was only 1 copy of this graded as a PSA 10. Now I don't know if that's because no one else ever sent this in to get it graded, or not many people I should say, but yeah, there's only 1. Here we have a Ghost Train first sighting. I mean, that was a steal of a deal, no matter what the... I know the centering wasn't the best. Let's take a look at it, left to right. I mean, clearly it's not going to get a PSA 10. But Ghost Train from Top Series 0, numbered 91 out of 99, for less than $50, $49, absolute steal of a deal. There's a lot of Sam Sinclair sample cards, PSA 9s popping up lately, but hey, they're selling for good money. $420, a Sam Sinclair sample, PSA 9. There's also a lot of Bailey sales, and Bailey's eBay is Cardova Collective if you're interested. So we got the Archcaster PSA 10, the special promo card that's serialized out of 1,000. I mean, that is seriously nice artwork. I have one of these cards. Awesome. $46 only as a PSA 10. 100% a good deal. Here's a card that used to sell for way more. PSA 10, Father Sam, or Barbecue Sam, $29. What is it? Father Sam Barbecue Revolutionary. Crazy. Only $29 for a PSA 10. Loveland Frogman PSA 10. I can't believe how cheap this card's getting. $42 as a PSA 10. Loveland Mailman. Here we have first edition Full Hollow Mothman from Cryptid Nation. Not Kickstarter, just first edition. $71 as a PSA 10. Next we have a MetaZoo Patreon Caster Medal. PSA 10, only $53. Here's a card that's pretty hard to come across, to be honest. Only $66.55. This is from those plushies you get at like a mystery... What am I doing here? I want to look at the back. The mystery promo card. And this is the Mothman. When you bought the box with the plushie in it from the... When they had their whole Hello Kitty thing starting up. It was pretty hard to get the Mothman. Here's an interesting card. So we got the participation medal. It was from the Rocky Mountain Collectibles. I think this was the very first MetaZoo organized tournament ever. And I have one of these cards, and I always wondered how much is it worth, because I can't remember how much I paid for it. And this one's got the MetaZoo stamp on it, like that original stamp. So as a PSA 6, it sold for $26.69. As a PSA 8, it sold for $42. And as a PSA 9 with that stamp on it, it sold for $52. So the one I have is still sealed, it's off-centered, and it doesn't have that stamp. So it's probably not worth much at all. Because with that stamp, I would have thought these would have sold for more, but yeah, $52 for a PSA 9. And here's another reason why I would have thought that would have sold for more, is there are no PSA 10s with that stamp on it. Like there's 2 PSA 9s, 3 PSA 8s, there's only 9 sent in total. Here's another pretty sweet looking card. So we got Sewer Alligator, full hollow, with the Cassia Cup stamp on it, PSA 10, for only $29. That's crazy. Here's a card that I'm not surprised that went for quite a bit of money. $151 American, PSA 10. Band Meter Festival promo card. These original promo cards from the first year of MetaZoo are pretty damn hard to get as PSA 10s. And this is one of the more desirable promo cards too, so... Hey, the best box topper you can get when you buy that MetaZoo eBay Wilderness little booster box. It's got the 10 pack plus the box topper. $71 PSA 10. One of the best cards in all of MetaZoo, one of my favorite. Stained Glass Token. I mean, look at the artwork. Maybe people forgot about this card. Maybe, you know, newer MetaZoo fans don't even know about this card. But it's got Cryptonation, Nightfall, Wilderness, and UFO all in the same card. Wow, only $5.16. PSA 10 Bigfoot full hollow from Wilderness, first edition. Here we have the Kickstarter metal, $152.50 as a PSA 10. Pretty nice. Holy crap, look at this, man. It's only a PSA 9 too. This is a banger of a card. So we just saw the sample Loveland Frogman. Sell for $800. It was raw. But here we have the MetaZoo Illustrator Metal. Holy moly, Mr. Loveland Frogman. Even as a PSA 9, $1,275. Holy crap. And here's a PSA population report for that card. So there's 9 sent in. No PSA 10s, 2 PSA 9s, 3 PSA 8, and 4 PSA 7s. So pretty limited card, and PSA 9 is the highest grade. Here we have a staff stamped Caster's Cup promo card, $307 on the dot for a PSA 10. Pretty nice, and you're not going to see this card with that staff stamp like ever. And if they do have future Caster Cups or huge tournaments, cards like this are going to be very, very sought after. And if you're wondering how many of those Caster Cup celebration cards with the staff stamp on it were sent in, there's 9 of them, and 3 of them got a PSA 10. No PSA 9, so they either graded perfect or not very well at all. Next we have a PSA 10 Content Creator Medal, $123.50. Let's take a look at it. Very nice card. Here we have the Influencer Medal, PSA 10, $277. Here we have a Sample Flatwoods Monster, PSA 10. You don't see PSA 10 sample cards very often. $401. I would say that is a borderline steal of a deal. I mean, PSA 10 sample card just does not come up very often at all. Here we have PSA 9 Blue Ink, sold for $510. And another PSA 9 Blue Ink sold for $525. And as usual, Red Ink is an absolute monster. PSA 10 sold for $1,321.99. Holy moly. Here we have a MetaZoo Diplomat Medal, PSA 10, $612. Let's take a look at that. I mean, what up, Hodag? So what do you think about that sample Loveland Frogman now? We just saw some bangers that sold for near the same amount or a lot more. Here we have a Caster's Cup Sinister Shadow PSA 10, sold for $97. Don't see this too often. So let's take a look. Man, whoever buys the MetaZoo IP, if they do make it that you can still redeem these Revive skateboard cards for the actual skateboard, this would be a steal of a deal. Absolute insane steal. So Revive skateboards, Nightfall, Mothman, Unscratched, $137.50 as a PSA 9. That is a pretty sweet looking card. That's one of the sweetest Mothman artworks. And PSA 9, I mean, who cares that it's a PSA 9? when you're only paying $137 for such a crazy rare Mothman card. Absolute steal of a deal. Here we have the regular Mothman. Is it full holo? Yeah, full holo. $36 for a PSA 10. Oh, and it's the alternate art. So, even more of a steal of a deal. Here we have Mike Waddell's business card, PSA 10. $510.01. Always have to take a look at this. I mean, considering everyone doesn't like Mike Waddell, this business card sells for a pretty penny. Here we have Chibi Mothman, the Jersey promo, PSA 10. So for $79.88. Here we have 20 of the big box tarot cards, still sealed, not opened yet, $80 for the whole lot. Here's a funny card. I mean, you could pick it up for $6. There's still 2 available. It is Borgfoot juice, you know, like Bigfoot. And yeah, I can't lie, some of the text in here is pretty funny. You must drink 8 ounces of energy supplement drink purchased using an online deal. Right, they're making fun of the Bigfoot, whatever, that energy drink juice, the powder. And yeah, it goes, MetaZoo is proud to announce our partnership with this ... company ... I don't know what word that is. Bio? You've heard of them, right? So they're just making fun of everything. Brainwash. Pretty cool. I wouldn't spend a cent on this stuff because MetaZoo's so cheap. I'd rather buy real MetaZoo cards. But that is a pretty cool logo. They got Mothman up here in the corner. Cool cards, pretty funny, but I wouldn't buy it. But hey, there are 2 more available if anyone's interested. This is a pretty good deal. The Rudy, the Fan Art Blisters 2.0, but these are the Rudy edition. So you're going to get one of those exclusive Rudy cards. And the coin, $60, sealed. I'd say that was a really good deal. Here's a pretty sweet deal. 9 first edition blister packs. So you're going to get the Mothman promo, the coin, and the pack. But the point is, are they all Mothman too? Yeah, they are. All the packs are Mothman, which is kind of cool. Here we had to buy now 5 Top Series 0 boxes for $47.99. Remember, just one box used to cost only $50. So to get 5 for $48, that's pretty awesome. I don't know if it's because this is off-centered top to bottom or what, but Native Piazza Bird full holo. It only comes as full holo in Native. $8.50 only. I love good old Greaser Pete. It's got the eBay stamp. Not the easiest card to come across. Only $2.25. Not sure the condition of this Wilderness Prism Aura, but only $5.50. Man, this card used to be worth so much more. The MegaCon Orlando, there's only 1,000 copies. $10.50. I know Cryptic Keeper had this on his video the other day. Wasn't sure what set it's from. It's from the 30th anniversary boxes. Invisible Ink, a very hard card to pull. $9.50. Very underrated. I mean, even look at the text down here, right? It's Invisible Ink. That's the card, right? The pen is mightier than the sword, but it's using invisible ink. That's awesome. Here's another PSA 10 you just don't come across from these original promo cards from MetaZoo. $18.50. It's the, what is it, the New York one, so I think there's 5,000 copies. It should say on the bottom here. Yeah, so there's 5,000 copies, but to get this as a PSA 10, good luck. So $18.50, steal of a deal. I don't see these too often. Full Holo Abduction from Nightfall, but it's got the Collecticon stamp right there. Very good pickup, only $15.50. Well, this is random. I don't think I've ever seen any of these in any of the videos. Piazza Bird Backpack, $21.50. Here we have a Snollygoster, $22.27, PSA 10. Don't see this version of it very often. It's got the Wilderness stamp on it right down here. Here's a card that I feel like should have a lot more value, but it never does, no matter what. The first edition Nightfall Mothman Full Holo, but it's the Era one with the Super Saiyan bleed. $28 only. I mean, come on. These cards are amazing. And it's Mothman Full Holo PSA 10 and doing only $28, even if it doesn't have that hollow bleed or what. Well, it's not a hollow bleed, it's like reverse hollow bleed, but still, steal of a deal. Oh man, the LGS promo for Sky Snake PSA 10, only $13.50. Absolutely sweet artwork. Only because it reminds me of Dragon Ball Z, but if you know, you know. Oh, on the first anniversary promo. I mean, it's raw, so maybe that's why, but only $1.50. And even as a PSA 10, only $15.50. This is just crazy to me. This is the first edition, New Year's New Beginnings. Very good if you're going to play the game. Only $12. Are you kidding me? The first edition of New Year's New Beginning is a lot harder to find than the second edition. I once paid like $80 for this card, and I thought I robbed a bank when I got it for that cheap. So to see this for $12, it boggles my mind. I'm not even sure how that's possible. Hey, here's a regular UFO from Pin Club, not the crazy $700 secret rare. PSA 10 for this, $16.27. So, and once again, here's the secret rare. That sold for $700. It's numbered 72 out of 100. Hey, another sample card, Twin Meteor, $86. And what's cool about this card, in case you didn't see my other video talking about MetaZoo HQ, on the bottom here, it's an error. It says illustrator, and then it says placeholder. They never put the illustrator's name. Here we have the Crawfordsville Monster PSA 9 sample card. Full holo, $151. Don't see that too often either. Here we have a Quetzalcoatlus full holo. It's from the Cashier's Cup. It's part of the Jersey promo, and it was autographed. It only sold for $20.50. Here we have Loveland Frogman from the Dim Mak promos, sold for $6.35. Here's a card you don't see often. Hero Quest Walking Sam, only sold for $6.50, but that's a very unique Walking Sam artwork that you never see. Then we have Hero from Hero Quest, $51. And am I saying that wrong? Is it Hero or Hyro? I say Hero. But yeah, $51 raw. A few reasons. I was looking at this card, but it has no chance at a PSA 10 because it's horribly off-centered. And it also has a sexy print line right through the bottom, so this card might only get a PSA 8, but hey, it is a pretty hard card to find. So $51 is probably not a bad deal, even if it only grades like a PSA 8. And here we have the Hero Quest Loveland Frogman for $20.50. Bunnyman Full Holo, Cashier's Cup, autographed by Poncho, only $26. Oh, Loveland Mailman, only $7.50. There must be some condition issue with it or something. I mean, that's crazy. And meanwhile, if it's a PSA 10, we saw earlier it was $42. In this auction, it sold for $37. Here's from the 30th anniversary promos. Loveland Frogman, only $5. Full holo. Here's a card I have never seen in MetaZoo before, so it was pretty cool to see it in auction. From Cashier's Cup, $26. Raw, but it's Toxic Water. Okay, I'm just going to zoom in on that properly. I have never seen this card before. Toxic Water, full holo. Oh, Sam Sinclair, the Gala, like the Gala promo card where he's in a tuxedo. $5.50. What the hell, man? Why are you so cheap now? Hey, Griddle Greaser Pete's back as a playtester, sold for $26.88. I don't know much about Caster Society, but I guess Caster Society stamp gets a little extra value. Wilderness Cumberland Dragon with the Caster Society stamp, sold for $15.50. Hey, it's Nick Strength and Pokemon's favorite card. So it's M2P2 Leveland Rocket, $9.50. I wonder if you bought this. Hey, we got some PSA 10 Kickstarters coming up, all full holo. So Unending Fire Crystal full holo Kickstarter PSA 10, $33. Full holo Metal Man of Alabama, Kickstarter PSA 10, $46. Full holo Chupacabra Kickstarter PSA 10, $52. Here's a steal of a deal. That has to be a steal of a deal. Piazza Bird Kickstarter full holo PSA 10, only $63. I can't believe I'm even seeing this or saying this, but Quetzalcoatlus PSA 10 full holo Kickstarter sold for more than Piazza Bird at $77. Here's an interesting sale. So Mothman out of 50 Gold Refractor sold for $150 American, number 40 out of 50, and I'm going to show you why it's interesting. Most of these gold refractors have no chance in hell of grading a PSA 10 because they're all off-center. It's so bad from left to right. Now it is off-centered left to right. Here, I'm just going to try and get this in the screen. But it's not as off-centered as the other ones. I mean, obviously the left is thicker than the right. But maybe it has a chance? Probably not. But you're probably going to get a PSA 9 on this. And hey, on July 10th, we had a Kickstarter booster box sell for $600 American. Best offer accepted. And on July 14th, which is yesterday, $750 for a Kickstarter booster box. No, up here it says only 385 made. Oh, it's a non-alternating. Okay, I better include that. So regular Kickstarter sold for 600, and non-alternating booster box sold for 750. And for anyone that's watching this in the future, this is what the Kickstarter booster box looks for Cryptonation, right? It's got the K on the bottom. But if it's non-alternating, it's gonna have this. It's gonna have the special little sticker on the back that says non-alternating, which just means the packs aren't sorted, you know, where it's gonna go Babe the Blue Ox, Piazza Bird, Hodag, Mothman pack. It's just gonna have all 9 of the same pack arts clumped together for each pack art. We also had some first place medals sell. So on July 11th, yeah, all 3 of them July 11th. So there's one first place medal that was signed by Poncho that sold for $71.90 American. And then we had another one that's not signed that was sold for $150 American, which is just over $200 Canadian. And then another one sold for $225 Canadian. So let's just take a up close look on the one that was signed by Poncho that went for quite a bit less than the other two. The other two I think are sealed. This one was autographed by Poncho. Pretty cool. I don't see first place caster medal very often. We all get to look forward to Cryptic Keeper's video when he receives this in the mail. That is going to be absolutely bonkers. So this is the seller's name on eBay, and they do have more sample cards. So we got a Grim Reaper, we got a Death Beam, ooh, Headless Horseman, Piazza Bird, Growth, Sam Sinclair, Hodag, Sinkhole Sam, Wendigo, and Aura Generator. They used to have Bigfoot as well. I forget, I wonder who bought the Bigfoot. So anyways, comment below, let me know what you think, and yeah, MetaZoo is clearly not dead. Can't wait to see what happens July 29th. If nothing else, comment in the comment section, what do you think is going to happen after July 29th? Like, who do you think is going to pick it up? What company, what entity? Like, what do you think is going to happen? And in a year from now, do you think we're going to be like, holy crap, I can't believe how cheap stuff used to sell during the dip of MetaZoo? So anyways, comment below, and we'll see you in the next video.